So the Labubu mania, as you said, reached fever pitch this summer. Back in June, the resale prices for one of the so-called hidden edition for a Labubu was selling for more than 2,000% above retail prices. That's according to Nomura. But resale prices are falling now by half or even more. It was an overheated market, and analysts say that these falling prices are because demand is cooling, especially in mainland China and for older editions of the Labubus. And there are now signs that scalpers are worried that they can't sell, and they're trying to release that inventory now. So there's a lot of attention on Pop Mart's falling shares recently and whether the Labubu frenzy is now fading. But here's the twist. Pop Mart told CNBC that a key reason for these falling resale prices is because the company increased production to meet demand, especially after complaints about the scalpers, and that they're now churning out 30 million plush toys each month. That's 10 times more than last year's production levels. And they said the increased supply is good for the company in the long run. They told us that our products are made for people who really connect with the art and joy they bring, and making this art accessible is key for us. And they also said we don't want our products to be hyped out or resold for profit. This model will eventually crash. But of course, analysts say it's not just increased supply, but also a demand seeming to cool now. That's affecting the secondary market, Marty.
So interesting. It sounds as though, Pop Mart took a look at the secondary market, the scalpers, and said, look, we don't like the fact that our products are selling for 2,000% more, so we'll fight back. And one of the ways we'll do that is by ramping up supply to push down those prices, yes?
Yes, and they've said they're doing that to meet demand, and they still haven't been able to meet the kind of capacity levels that they want to because of production limits there, the company says. But many will agree with Pop Mart that the hype, the crazy premiums just aren't sustainable. And the company has a point in that it doesn't profit directly from these secondary sales, and it makes more sense for more people to buy direct. But they also benefited handsomely from the hype and the buzz that was generated in the secondary market and the perceived scarcity there. And they previously have let these resale prices run. And an analyst told me that Labubu's secondhand market significantly boosted its popularity, but it's not very healthy in the long term because it alienates your real customers, your long-term customers. And Pop Mart doesn't want to be a one-hit wonder. But let's take a listen at what some of these customers, the real sort of passionate customers in Singapore. Check it out.
I think the hype is dying generally, so it's easier. Other than new releases, yeah. Recently, I just went to the new Pop Mart in Thailand, so I think it's a tourist attraction in itself. So it's more than just the toys. I think it's just the community.
Basically, I'm just collecting them as because I like them, and then so no intention to actually sell them.
So Pop Mart is now pivoting, ditching the flippers and focusing on the loyal fans who will not just buy the toy, but really go to the theme park, watch the upcoming animated series and whatnot. But the real test isn't how long a Labubu stays hot for. It's really whether Pop Mart can strike gold again with another character in the coming years, Marty.